23 people reacting spontaneously at the spur of the moment to the boyish enthusiasm of YP Chan were able to ditch the corporation by taking a long coffee break to go on a mid-afternoon day trip to the beautiful and mountainous Lake Mohonk. And there enjoyed boating, horseback riding, tennis, rock climbing, swimming, lovemaking, dinner, music, and dancing. Cares, worries, and stresses were left behind at the corporation, along with woe and despair, as a good time was had by all in the famous resort that lies unparalleled on this side of the Alps. Realizing that Mohonk was affordable by only the newlywed or the nearly dead, the group snuck in by riding their bicycles 6 miles from the Traps Bridge, then walked into the resort as if they owned the place, singing and whistling nonchalantly at first, but then bumping into each other as they all bumbled through the hotel's back door, not knowing which way to go next. Lake Mohonk is, amazingly, atop a mountain, having been formed there by a glacier, along with Lakes Minnewaska and Awasting. Lake Mohonk is filled with 1-foot-long goldfish called carp, and the water is so clear and unpolluted that you can look into it and see people making tea in china. The hotel itself looks like Camelot, with its towers, turrets, and banners waving in the breeze. The resort was founded by the grim Alfred Smiley, a strict Presbyterian who prohibited drinking. However, one winter it was so cold that he turned into a Quaker. Anyway, we all explored the crevices, the labyrinth, and the lemon squeeze, which consists of a scramble up hundreds of feet over boulders and up slippery wooded ladders which go through holes in the rocks, eventually taking us up to Skytop Tower, from which 7 states can be seen, including Hawaii and Alaska. There's too much smog to see New Jersey. Some of us had quite a view as we followed Kathy up the ladder. Meanwhile, Veronica, Ethel, Mildred, Emma, Henry, Austin, and Hazel rented paddle boats and pedaled around madly, playing bumper cars. Wanda and Stan sat around in the various gazebos overhanging the cliffs and engaged in the most shameful behavior, which I can only describe in corporation terms as an all-hands meeting. The rest of us were trying to get past the old people who were walking along at the rate of 1/100th mph, the nearly dead. Later on, Liz and Babs toured the gardens and saw beautiful rhododendrons, tiger lilies, roses, jasmines, tulips, and black-eyed Susans. And all the while, Chong-Su, Shu-Ling, and Bong Bong sat on the edge of a cliff and threw peanuts to the water buffaloes and the flying fish. Dina, Sandra, William, and Jojo spied on Stan and Wanda, who were rowing a boat and docking. Judith and Frederick sunned themselves on the beach and were served free exotic drinks in cups that cost $1.10, with ice for another $5. For dinner, we ate a 21-course buffet of roast pig, duck embryos, squirrel meat, monkey brain, cow's tongue, fish eyeballs, horse tails, blood pudding, edible swine blood, escargot, muskrat, and goat skin. After dinner and midnight skinny dipping, everyone left and stayed in a cheap hotel in New Paltz, sleeping soundly since all were nearly dead by then.